Hi there, welcome to our Real Talk episode 58 today. We are going to be going over a market update since Hurricane Ian and right before Hurricane Ian. First, let me introduce myself. My name is Savannah Shepard, broker of Sell State Vision Realty. And as I always say, if you know of anyone looking to sell their house, buy a home, invest in real estate, or start their real estate career, I would love the opportunity to talk with them and have a conversation about those things. All right, let's dive into our conversation today regarding the market. So I'm going to be going over a September market update. Keep in mind, when I say September, most of that's going to be before the hurricane. Hurricane Ian hit September 28th, so stay tuned for sure because in a few weeks I will have an update for you on what the markets look like before Hurricane Ian will be our conversation today. After Hurricane Ian will be in a couple of weeks. So stay tuned. I myself am very interested to see what those statistics look like and what the result of that's going to be. So for today, we're going to go over September 2022, what the market was. Closed sales in September 22 were 250 homes. Now, just for reference sake, I just do single family homes, and this is Northport, Port Charlotte, and Punta Gorda. I do run numbers on Lee County and Sarasota County, so if you're interested, just let me know. We had 252 homes. Now, comparing that to last year, 2021, September, was 358 houses. So that was obviously it's a 30% difference, quite a bit of a difference, and I think we've all felt that, especially if you're an agent, you know the market has slowed down, certainly since 2021 this time. To give you another statistic here, paid in cash, we had 99 of those 252 homes paying cash, whereas last year we had 142. The interesting thing is, although clearly that number is different, because the number of houses sold in general is different, the statistic is 30% of our buyers are cash buyers in September 21 and September 22. That has not changed. So we still have about a 30% market for cash buyers purchasing right now. Another interesting number I'd like to go over is the average sale price. Although you would think the sale price has gone down, it hasn't. I'm looking at the average sale price for all of Charlotte County right now when we were in 2021 at right about $400,000, and we're now at $422,000. So that's an interesting statistic. I will be curious to see what next month has. I do have a feeling that may end up going down a little bit, but I am very curious to see that. So here's a really big one. If you guys have been watching my Real Talk episodes for the last year and a half, maybe even 2 years, it has been quite a while. We've been getting 100% or 103. It's been 100 to 103% of what you will get for your price when you list it. What I mean by that is I list my house for $500,000. You can expect to get at least $500,000 plus maybe a little bit more just because we were in that type of market. This is the statistic that has changed the most. We are now at 96.5%. So if I list my house at $500,000, I can expect that I will need to negotiate. Now, 96.5%, that's not bad. We are not at a huge negotiating factor here. That's really just a normal market. However, it is something to keep in mind as a seller that there will probably be a little bit of room there. It'll take you a little bit longer to sell your house, and you need to plan on negotiating a little bit. Of course, everything goes back to those interest rates. So if the interest rates are much higher, the buyer's looking, saying, wow, my payment's this, I've got to get the price down a little bit to be able to justify that. So that's the biggest thing that is affecting our market right now. So let's get those rates down. Okay, medium time of contract, medium time of sale as far as how long it takes when I list it to sell it. All of those have gone up. I would say beforehand, I was telling you it'll sell in about a week, and it would still probably take about 45 days to close because everyone was so busy. Now, tell yourself it may be a month. You might have it on the market for about 30 days. That's not unusual, and then it'll take another 30 days in order to close it and everything along those lines. But those are the biggest numbers I wanted to go through. The only other thing I'm going to touch on is you guys have heard me say many times how low our inventory is. We were at, I think 0.7 was our lowest. So that means we have, 3/4 of a month's inventory if no house got listed. That's how it was for almost all of 2020 and 21. Well, now as of September's numbers, we are now at 2.3 months inventory. If you guys remember me saying a buyer's market is 6 months or less. So a seller's market is 6 months or less. So I'm starting to hear people say, oh, I hear it's turning into a buyer's market. It is not a buyer's market. I don't think we'll ever have a buyer's market here. That might be wrong, but I don't think that we will, just because of many different factors about our area. 2.3 months is not a buyer's market. If you go just about anywhere up north right now, they will have more inventory than that. So that is still very low. That said, we've been used to even lower numbers, things going quickly, going over asking. So we're going to start steadying out a lot of our numbers, but again, still very low. I am curious to see what that number will do. Stay tuned. In 3 weeks, I'm going to be doing another update, the after Ian update. Very curious because I think that number is going to go back down just because we have so many houses that came off the market due to Ian. They may have a insurance claim on them, they're fixing something on them, they're not sure what to do anymore, if they're going to move, whatever the reasoning may be, a lot of houses went temporary off market. So that said, those numbers are going to change. If you are looking to sell, I would really consider doing it sooner than later. You don't want it too close to Christmas, of course. Thanksgiving isn't as big of a deal when it comes to the market, but the inventory is so low right now. If you're wanting to sell, be the one house on your block that's for sale, and don't wait until all these insurance claims are done, have been gone, they went through, they got their money, now they're putting their house back on the market, and who knows, January, February, March, that range, maybe even longer, because now your competition just went up a whole lot. So that's kind of my take on the market, that last couple seconds there. Everything else is statistics. If you'd like a copy of this, I stay up with these. So comment below, you can reach me, my cell phone number, and we'll kind of go through everything more from there. So anyway, have a great day and stay tuned for next week.